price transmits information. It influences decision making in terms of efficiency and lowest cost. And it determines the distribution of income.
I don't understand the last statement very well.
The distribution of income?
Yeah.
If lumber costs a certain amount, then pencils will cost a certain amount. If the price of pencils goes up, that gives us information that something has changed in the lumber market. Perhaps there's a shortage of lumber. Perhaps a cartel has taken over the supply of lumber and is limiting the supply, or something like that.
Or the same for lead, or any of the
or whatever
needed for production.
Exactly. So there is information that is being transmitted through price.
Mm-hmm.
And then that information leads to decisions about, should I buy 10 pencils or should I buy 5 pencils and actually just use them longer? Should I be more judicious in my use of pencils or something like that?
Right. If we're using pencils, well, you can't afford as many, so you're going to write less words. Then maybe you should think about the words before you write them and not use up the resource. Maybe.
Or the example he uses is that people tend to throw away their pencils when they're about 3/4 done. But if pencils are more expensive, you're going to take it right down to the nub.
I called them stubbies when I was a kid, man.
Right. But you're very
be like
frugal.
This long. Yeah, I am.
I know. But that anyway. So here. So let's get into his distribution of income a little bit. The income each person.
Redistribute all of it.
Hang on. He talks about this. But so on his little bit where he goes a little bit further into how price informs the distribution of income.
Yeah.
The income each person gets through the market is determined, as we have seen, by the difference between his receipts from the sale of goods and services and the costs he incurs in producing those goods and services. So it's this cascading thing. So he gives a really interesting example in this chapter where he talks about being at an economics conference where he says that there's this very brilliant young Marxist economist. And what the Marxist economist was saying was they want price to be able to give information that's important, and they want price to influence decision making. That's important. But they don't want price to have any relation to the distribution of income. They want that to be centralized so that income can be distributed evenly. And it unravels the whole thing. He said he was never able to figure out how to separate that out. Because once it isn't informing the distribution of income, now you're actually adding noise to the information that it's sending.
Right.